Hey everybody, it's Luke. Today we're going to be making a healthy chicken and vegetable Alfredo pasta. So what you're going to need for this recipe is a cutting board with a boneless, skinless chicken breast that's already thawed out. You're going to need some whole grain fettuccine or linguine noodles. I have the Barilla brand because they have some extra protein. Salt, pepper, fat-free cottage cheese. Alfredo sauce mix. This is a dry packet mix. This is the brand Knorr, which is Knorr. I believe McCormick also makes one. We're going to need some reduced fat Parmesan cheese and a blend of vegetables. I have like a carrots, broccoli, and cauliflower blend right here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get my vegetables going. I'm just going to take a decent handful. And I have this little microwave steamer thing. So put those in. Then I just put a little dab of water. Put on the cover and it goes in the microwave for about 6 minutes. 5-6 minutes. Okay, I have a pot of boiling water and a pan that's already heating up a little bit for my chicken. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a serving of this linguine and get that going in the water. And a serving size is 1/7 of the box. So I'm just going to do my best to estimate a 1/7. That looks about right. Yeah, maybe I could have a little more. Okay. If you want to get super technical, go ahead and weigh it out, but I'm just going to guess. So this goes in for 7 minutes. And I always just read right on the box and do whatever the box says. Okay, next thing you want to do, we're going to get the chicken going. So I just put a little bit of salt. Salt shaker's all clogged up. There we go. And a little bit of pepper. And then I take my big knife and I just cut this into strips. This helps it cook faster, and then this is about the size we want to put on top of our Alfredo pasta. Okay, and I've got my pan all nice and hot. I put some nonstick spray in there already. I'm just going to transfer this over. And let that cook. Alright, now I'm going to wash my hands with soap because I touched that raw chicken. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is make our sauce. Now this is kind of a spin on Alfredo sauce, and I've found it tastes really good. Super low fat, because normally when you make Alfredo, it's like heavy cream, butter, Parmesan cheese, or Alfredo sauce mix or something, and it's really, white sauce is supposedly bad for you. So I've came up with this alternative, which uses cottage cheese. So I'm going to put in half a cup. Hey, this one's gone. I got another one here. Fat-free cottage cheese, 1/2 cup, into my magic bullet cup. Okay. Into that, I'm going to pour a heaping 1/2 tablespoon of Alfredo sauce mix. Then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of Parmesan cheese. This is a low-fat version, where a tablespoon only has 1 gram of fat and 20 calories, so we're only using a teaspoon. So it's about 1/3 of that. And I'm going to put in some pepper. And about 4 tablespoons of milk. And this is, you can use skim milk, works just fine. Now what I do is I stir this up with a spoon first. Get everything all blended together with a spoon. Then I get out the magic bullet and we whip this up and make the sauce. I'm gonna check on this chicken. It's almost done actually. Flip these over. Alright, so cover on the bullet. Get it out of the way and give it a quick hit. Okay. Now let's give it a quick test, make sure it's where we want it. Right, and this is really nice and thick and creamy. Pretty good. And this is where you got to start playing with it. I think, for me personally, I need a little more pepper and a tish more Alfredo mix. Because what you're going to want it to be a little strong when you taste it with a spoon. Because once you dump it on the noodles and the vegetables and the chicken, you're going to want that Alfredo taste to come through. And because in the Alfredo mix there's only, in 2 tablespoons, there's only 60 calories and 1.5 grams of fat. We didn't even use 1 tablespoon, so we're pretty good to go as far as calories. Alright. So I ended up putting about, maybe a half a tablespoon and then another teaspoon. There we go. So I'm going to put this in a microwave safe cup. And I want to get this warm. So I'm going to do it for about 15 seconds at a time. Get my vegetables out of there. In goes the sauce. 15 seconds. Chicken is almost done. 45 seconds left on the noodles. More seconds. And because we put cottage cheese in there, we kind of want to warm it up slowly so it doesn't separate. The cheese curds and everything could separate if you zap it too hard in the microwave. So I just do 15 seconds at a time, stir it in between, and then it warms up nice and evenly, and it really works good for the sauce. So let's stir it up again. More seconds. That's the timer for the noodles. We'll take these and drain them out. Okay, noodles are done. I'm going to put these on a plate. Get ready to assemble the dish. This turns into quite a big serving of pasta. You don't really realize how much pasta a serving is. I got a little extra water on there that I don't want, so get rid of that paper towel. On top of that, I'm going to dump my veggies. On top of that, chicken right out of the pan. So, my Alfredo should be nice and warm. And thick. And that goes right on top of everything else. So, if we take a look, I'll let you take a look at what we got going on here. Finished product. So here's our pasta Alfredo with chicken and vegetables. I mean, it looks like a big plate of high-fat badness, but really what we're going to have is about 490 calories, 4 grams of fat only, 41 grams of carbs from the pasta, and 42 grams of protein because we have all that protein in our chicken and our cottage cheese. So a very, very healthy spin on pasta Alfredo. The cottage cheese turns it just into a rich, creamy Alfredo sauce. And once you mix in the vegetables and the noodles and the chicken, you're going to think you're eating the real deal. So I hope you guys like this one. Yeah, till next time, eat healthy.